Young Thug has found himself in drama that could be career ending, and he has nobody to blame but himself. He's learning two really important lessons simultaneously at the same time. One lesson that he's currently learning today: the streets is dumb and the rules of the streets are stupid. And the second lesson he's learning is exactly what damn near everybody in the history of Earth has learned, and that's witch hunts are disastrous. Witch hunts are not good for anyone because they're not sustainable. Witch hunts usually and almost certainly blows up in your face. You see, when there was a Salem witch hunt, you know why it didn't work? The same reason why the rules of the streets don't work. There's too many gray areas. When people, were being arrested and persecuted for being a witch, what was the criteria? How do you prove the person was a witch? Because they walked funny, because they talked funny. It was too gray area. People at some point were just making up things. And that usually blows up in your face because once there becomes no criteria to be a witch and the only criteria is an accusation, well, eventually everybody becomes a witch and everybody gets persecuted. Same reason, when we were out here sending communists to internment camps. There was no real criteria. There was no real way for us to dictate who the communists are. They just sent 120 Japanese people in 1942 to internment camps with no clear definition of if they were really communist or not. When it comes to the streets, there's no clear definition of what a snitch is. Some people say a snitch is if you ever gave the police any information whatsoever. Some people say if you gave information that led to an arrest. Some people say if you talk to the police at all. Some people say you could snitch on dead people to get off. Some people say you can't snitch on dead people. Some people say you could tell if it's a self-defense case. Some people say you can't tell if it's a self-defense case. It's too many gray areas. And what we're currently seeing is there's an incentive right now for a witch hunt. There's an incentive for YouTubers and other people to make videos, do as much research as possible, trying to find anyone with some type of gray area there so they could make money on their YouTube channel by calling people snitches. Same thing in the streets, right? There's an incentive for if you don't like somebody, you could use a gray area and get them labeled a snitch and pretty much ruin their public reputation. In the likes of Young Thug, what Young Thug did was he don't like Gunna. So what he did, he labeled Gunna a snitch. He told a lot of important rappers like Lil Durk and Lil Baby, who could have been some really pivotal collaborators for Gunna when he got out of jail. Gunna's a rat. We don't like Gunna. And it was the good old boys club in the industry pointing at Gunna saying, he's a rat. We don't like him. Gunna didn't write a statement on someone. Gunna didn't give the police anything that was used in Young Thug's trial. But because Gunna pled guilty and Gunna did a routine plea deal that everybody does, Gunna was labeled a snitch by Young Thug. Young Thug criteria was...
Guys, drop your comments. Gunna is a snitch or Young Thug is a snitch? What do you think about this situation? Make sure you drop your comments, guys.
I don't care if it wasn't used against me. You pled guilty and said YSL is a gang. You saved yourself and you left us for dead. Well, in the case of Young Thug and Gunna, the criteria is if you tell the police anything, it's snitching. Young Thug has now found himself in a situation where he's dealing with his own snitching accusations. And I'll be real, when you hear what Young Thug says, if we're going by Young Thug's own criteria, then Thug is a rat.
Man who shot up tour buses belonging to rapper Lil Wayne pleaded
Listen careful, bro. Listen careful.
guilty and accepted a 10-year prison sentence. He had until today to take a deal. Channel 2's Cobb County Bureau Chief Ross Cavett live outside the courthouse with why the DA's tough stance on gang cases may have persuaded the gunman to take the deal.
Man known on the streets as Pee Wee or Roscoe will spend 10 years in prison. The district attorney here in Cobb County believes the gang problem is getting out of control in Cobb and really the metro. We told you about a case last week in which his office asked the judge for a 350-year sentence in another gang case. So it's likely Jimmy Winfrey saw the writing on the wall.
I think it was best for the client to do this and avoid the massive risk if he would lose even on a single count in this case.
Manny Aurora believes his client, Jimmy Winfrey, could have beaten most of the 27 charges in the indictment. But the prosecutorial mood against gangs and gang members in Cobb County is tough.
Anytime you say the word gang and there's an African-American individual, prejudices.
Lil Wayne tour bus getting shot up in Atlanta while he's beefing with Young Thug and Birdman at the time. Bro, everybody.
Guys, listen careful. Listen careful.
Everybody and their mama knew that Young Thug and Birdman was involved. Detectives knew they were involved, which is why they spoke to Young Thug about this. And the interrogation footage, audio, I should say. The interrogation audio from Young Thug being questioned about this actually resurfaced. And it makes Young Thug look crazy. So the police was actively investigating Birdman as well, because they put out documents and correspondence alleging they have reasons to believe that, that Birdman and Young Thug solicited, the Pee Wee Roscoe to do this, right? They even mentioned how Roscoe was on the phone with Birdman like minutes after the shooting. So the police have always been pointing fingers at Birdman and Young Thug, but mostly Birdman, I should say. Well, during the interrogation of Young Thug, which by the way was voluntary, Young Thug voluntarily showed up to go through this interrogation, right? He didn't have to do it. He voluntarily did this. But during the interrogation, the police began to ask Young Thug about Birdman's and Lil Wayne's beef, which if they're asking you about their beef, at the same time, they are putting out correspondence. They believe Birdman is involved. You should stay quiet. You should stay silent by Young Thug's definition of what a rat is. Well, Young Thug proceeded to break down the public things we knew in such of, Young Thug and Wayne is having money issues. But then Young Thug draw the police attention to lyrics by Lil Wayne, where Lil Wayne is alleging he's at war, and if Birdman comes for him, he's gonna go out like a Scarface or Tony Montana. Young Thug told the police, hey, did y'all know Lil Wayne made a song on this mixtape a few months ago before the shooting that if Cash Money and Birdman come for him, he's gonna go out like Tony Montana. Yeah. And he's aware that Birdman has an army.
Listen careful, guys. And drop your comment. What do you think about this situation? And Gunna is a snitch or Young Thug is rat? Make sure you drop your comments.
Why would Young Thug say this to the police if Birdman is a suspect in his tour bus shooting?
Come to find out, him and Birdman.
Listen careful.
Birdman got problems because he old. Because on the mixtape that he dropped before the album, he said on one of the songs, he was like, I don't want no problems, I just want my money. Birdman is an army, I'm a one-man army. And if that nigga coming for me, I'm going out like Tony. He said those exact words.
Who is Tony?
Tony Montana.
Listen careful.
Scarface. I know Scarface. See,
he was like, Birdman is an army.
Okay.
He said Cash Money is an army. I'm a one-man army.
All evidence.
And if them niggas coming for me, I'm going out like Tony.
Gotcha. Scarface, the last scene in Scarface. Yeah.
But he also said, I don't want no problems. He said, I don't want no problems. I just want my money. So everybody caught on like, oh, you owe him. And then a couple months, like 2 or 3 months after he dropped the mixtape, you heard TMZ and all like, he's suing Birdman. Because Birdman owed him for albums. And then that was when everybody was like, oh.
If you give the police information and their reaction is, oh.
It's a snitchy. It's a rat, bro.
Oh my God. We missed that. I can't believe we missed that. Tony Montana. Oh yeah. Scarface. Oh yeah. You shouldn't be telling them that information. That right there is the only proof you need that you shouldn't be telling them. If their reaction is that, you just messed up. Badly. Young Thug shouldn't have brought Birdman up, not one bit. And Young Thug knew Birdman was a suspect in his Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. It's public information. In the Cobb County paperwork, they accused Young Thug and Birdman, all right? They alleged that Young Thug and Birdman were involved in orchestrating the shooting of Lil Wayne's tour bus.
Oh.
Young Thug and Birdman. Young Thug does an interrogation, essentially putting it all on Birdman, letting them folks know Lil Wayne did say Birdman got an army, and if they come for him, he's gonna go out like Scarface. Why are you telling the police this? It's crazy. Now, if you also pay attention, the driver of Lil Wayne tour bus actually sued Birdman. He sued Birdman for this shooting. That's how well known Birdman's involvement in this was. So bringing Birdman up to the police at all is kind of crazy. But it didn't stop there.
And don't forget, guys, make sure you subscribe now for video reaction. Make sure you subscribe now. My name is Just J. Let's get it together.
Young Thug also told the police that Pee Wee Roscoe sold Lil Wayne drugs.
This motherfucker Wayne.
Listen careful. All evidence.
From New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This nigga in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? So weird. This nigga now shot at this nigga to us. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck it is. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block. I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. Just knowing Roscoe, man, that man fucking drug. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fuck because every day nigga grow fucking off. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
All evidence. All evidence. Young Thug is the snitch. Young Thug is the lot. All evidence.
There's a lot more instances in that 2-hour interrogation footage, but just off of these two clips, people are on social media calling Young Thug a rat. They going crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Young Thug public perception, a reputation has been permanently ruined, and I don't care what y'all say, bro. Young Thug can't pop it no more as if he's Rat K. That era is over with, bro. He can't pop it as if he's Rat K, bro. He can't pop it as if he's like the symbol for what a real street ninja is. That's not the case. Young Thug standard, Lil Durk standard, and everybody else's standard has always been when you in the police presence, you're quiet.
Yeah.
Thug said a little too much. Now, from my perspective, the common sense, the gainfully employed perspective, I wouldn't consider that snitching. But from Young Thug's criteria for what snitching is, by his own criteria, he's a rat. Now, Young Thug and his team, they decided to go on social media to respond back to this. I don't know why, because all it did was make him look a little bit more crazy and guilty. But you could tell Young Thug and his team is absolutely panicking. They even started to throw out conspiracy theories as if there's a collusion to make Young Thug look like a rat. Young Thug reasoning for why he's not a rat is apparently because they didn't play his interrogation video in court. He says they didn't play it because he helped his brother. #ratware. You know who interrogation video they didn't play in court? You know who interrogation video they didn't use against Young Thug? You know who Young Thug is still calling a rat? You guessed it, Gunna.
So as the defense team over there for Yak Gotti, you don't see an issue with Gunna saying that this is a game?
I'm not happy that he said it, but you know what? I can explain that to the jury. And his lawyer knows I can explain that to the jury.
Mm.
And we did over and over again. Max and I, everybody, we all explained it to the jury.
Yeah.
And you know what? The jury understood. So what Gunna did didn't hurt us at all. Didn't hurt us at all.
Wow. That's a heavy statement.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm saying it because it's true.
Right.
He didn't hurt us.
And you played in between the whistles, so you know. You know?
I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
Look, that entire trial, that 2-year trial, nothing Gunna said ever came up before the jury. So how can...
Listen careful, bro. Listen careful.
His plea have hurt me? have hurt Yak.
Yeah.
It didn't.
What Gunna said never even made it to the jury. It never got in front of a jury never heard it, but somehow Young Thug came home from jail, and all he's done is call Gunna a rat, diss Gunna on Twitter, make Gunna out to be public enemy number one, as if Gunna like went to that court, took the stand against him. So this criteria cannot exist differently for different people. The criteria must be the same. If the criteria is not snitching, if it wasn't used against you, then Gunna ain't snitch. If the criteria is if you talk to them folks and tell them information and use a rat, then it looks like Thug, you might be a rat by your own criteria. Now, other people who Young Thug has also pissed off since he's been home, they've spoken out against Young Thug since the situation has happened. You have YSL Mondo. He made a video, and he has called Young Thug a rat officially.
A nigga beat him up, a Rico.
Listen careful, guys. Listen.
Nigga come home, still talking about, oh, nigga rat, nigga. Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your ass. Because you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence and a Rico and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, he came back and bought your bitch in the ass. That ain't the key. The thing is, too, though, he brainwashed people. He still got motherfuckers on the bitch talking about, and y'all heard with y'all own ear. You got motherfuckers talking about his AI, and did that and the third, and, oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about a nigga like Gunna rat from saying, yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a nigga a rat by saying shit? They said Roscoe shot the bus up. And then a nigga like Roscoe did 10 years behind this shit. And you just got on the internet tomorrow, a nigga didn't rat on you? Boy, your ass brainwash is sickening. Y'all niggas need daddy figures, and y'all niggas be sitting back waiting on something good waiting on something to happen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around. Maybe a nigga put me on. Maybe a nigga can get something out of nigga. Something did that in the light.
I'm not surprised that Pee Wee Roscoe, the man that Thug was talking about in his interrogation with the police, I'm not surprised not one bit that he's online telling people that Thug ain't rat. I'm not surprised not one bit. What else would he do? What other option do he have? I'm sure Thug is paying his bills. I'm sure Thug is looking out. Yo, Pee Wee Roscoe is a multi-felon, don't have any life skills, don't have a trade, he's not a rapper, don't really have a career that we can look at as a viable option to pay his bills. What other option do he have but to ride Young Thug's coattail and have Young Thug pay his bills? You come out and try to stand on principles and stand on morals and stand on integrity and say, yeah, Young Thug ratted on me, bruh. Back to the homeless shelter you go. It's over with for you. Over with. But Pee Wee, not only did he come out to try to defend Young Thug, he then tried to divert the attention to the other Atlanta people, claiming the only rats out there is Rollo, YSL Duke, and Gunna.
We're gonna go and put it on the table. Yeah, man. He said my name. You already told him. Yo, Roscoe won't do nothing like that. Yo, Roscoe sell him weed. Roscoe, nah, man. Come on, man. He ain't never put me on the scene or no crime or attachment to no crime. If anything, he helped me. That could have cost me him. So come on, man. Y'all got to be crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, man. A rat is that shit. Now, you see what's going on. You can't buy me. You can't pay me. Come on, man. I'm just like this Infinity. Third eye open, man. You feel what I'm saying? Well connected, overly respected. My mama couldn't do that in that shit, God. You feel what I'm saying? You know how good it felt, nigga? They say I told, I stole, I rolled. You feel what I'm saying? They said everything about the P. You know what I'm saying? I turned them up to a G. Come on, man. No, selective politics, what y'all doing? Why 6ix9ine ain't no good? Y'all hanging with Gunna, Boston Richie, all these red niggas in the game, you feel what I'm saying? That on road and told ain't got on this stand with on demand. Yeah, that ain't, come on, bro. I'm looking at him every day. Y'all let niggas on the stand and say he tricked him. I ain't nothing tricking about that, man. Come on, man. I love you, Jeffrey. You kept it overly real. Out of 30 months, and on the one I can look in the eye, because you know about law, you my only co-defendant, man. Come on, man. We still here with no till, man.
Listen careful. All evidence. Young Thug is the snitch. Or drop your comment. What do you think about this situation in Ghana and the Young Thug? Drop your comments.
They do the storm without a bruise. Now I see the world is totally confused. Come on, man. I'm going to give it to you raw as the oyster, man, on the shore. You dig what I'm saying? Not in the water where that motherfucker living. Yeah. Aiden Ross called me tomorrow. We're going up. The paperwork part, it really been too long. I'm going to show you. No, Thug ain't no snitch. I'm going to show y'all what snitch is tomorrow. I'm going to show you in black and white with no despite. If y'all saying Sergio good, this person good, why 6ix9ine ain't good? Go do a song with him. Y'all might well all rack up as the rat commodity. Yeah, that's elected politics. Waking up every day, worry about what Jeffrey Lamar Williams doing, Spider, ooh, Scooty. Come on, man.
A lot of y'all gotta understand this as soon as possible, especially if you're one of the dummies who are in the streets. Ain't no rules to the streets, y'all. Listen, man. Street dudes been selling out the streets for a bag for a while now. And this is just another occurrence of the streets selling out their morals and principles for a bag.
Sure,
of course, what Young Thug did was bad. But of course, Pee Wee can't say that. It's the same way. Hey, bruh, a lot of rappers go to, like these gang-filled areas like the West Coast and other places, and they never shot nobody, never did no dirt with them, didn't grow up with these people, but they get to join the gang because they got the bag. This is what's going on. Now, he's talking about black and white. You know what's black and white? Young Thug, at the end of the interview, telling the police, hey, I'm ready to tell y'all whatever and talk to y'all and give y'all more information. Here's my personal cell phone number, but please, 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 whatever I tell y'all, you can't make it public. That's bad.
Listen,
Yes, sir.
promises.
Listen careful, bro.
Make promises. Just keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey,
I don't have your number.
Whatever.
well, give it to me. If you ain't give it to her,
Young Thug telling them that is even worse once you take into the account that Young Thug has been accused in the past by a really reputable First 48 detective, David Quinn. He was accused by David Quinn of getting in the back of David Quinn's car, giving information about a murder off the record. And when David Quinn and the prosecutors try to bring David Quinn on the stand to testify, Young Thug attorneys tried their hardest, filed I don't know how many motions to make sure that David Quinn don't get to testify. If you're looking at the paperwork that I'm looking at currently, you will see that Young Thug and his team of attorneys says, yo, he's not telling the truth, Judge. Judge, he's not telling the truth, Judge. He shouldn't be able to testify because he's not telling the truth. But now that we look or we hear footage of Young Thug telling the detectives, here's my personal cell. Please just promise whatever I tell you, you won't make it public. Do you believe that Detective David Quinn was put his reputation at line, especially when he was like a famous detective from TV? You think he's putting his reputation at line to lie on Young Thug? But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do y'all think? Y'all think Young Thug told? Y'all think Young Thug is being a hypocrite? Let me know. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find.
Yo guys, my name is Jeff Jill, and today let's see together what is the fans saying on the comments. Oh, drop your comments. Young Thug is a snitch. Oh, drop what you think about this situation. Do 6180 say true be told what he Thug did the way he was than what Gunna did? Say maybe we start answering questions that he wasn't even asked. Sitai say, don't throw stone if you live in a grass house. For real, bro, for real. Gribu say the only person that destroyed Young Thug life is Young Thug. Ghana is doing K-tour. Oh man. JD say Sagi was very comfortable in the kissing and the kiki shit with the police. He thought they were friends. CD the boss say Young Thug Blazer I talk the same press as Gunna, and then nobody call him snitch roll. His career has been ended. Oh man. Suck being so high forget they did this. Carpool say it's over for Thug. Anybody that say he not a rat goes to Beef Row. Bro, for real, Ghana, Young Thug is a snitch. For real, bro. Ghana is a snitch. And Young Thug and Ghana. This situation, drop your comments. Young Thug is a snitch, and Young Thug, the end of career. Rai says snitching is not going to do nothing. The generation does not care about that. That is your opinion. Drop your comments, guys, and don't forget subscribe button, guys. Make sure you subscribe now, guys. Oh shit. What do you think? What do you think about Young Thug? Drop your comments. Woo! But say we see where Ghana running it from. Sound hella comfortable. Oh man, it's over for Young Thug. Drop your comments, guys. Drop your comments. So, guys, make sure you subscribe now, guys. Make sure you subscribe now. Make sure you subscribe now, guys. Make sure you subscribe now. For real. Young Thug is a snitch. For real. Guys, make sure you subscribe now, guys. Make sure you subscribe now. Ghana. Guys, make sure you subscribe now. Be waiting on this video. Young Thug is a snitch. Young Thug is a rat, bro. For real. My name is Jofjel and welcome again and again. Thank you and welcome back.